So before we understand about ammeter and voltmeter, we should first understand about galvanometer. Are we aware of the theory behind galvanometer?
No, sir, no.
Okay. That's not surprising actually. It's fine actually. So for a galvanometer, we need to understand a few things. It is a little bit of a complicated instrument. Few things happening simultaneously. So what happens is that in a galvanometer, first of all, it is used to measure current. It can even tell the direction of current. So how is it formed? In a galvanometer, you have this kind of a cylinder on which you have lot of coils, metal coils, conductor coils, like this. And there is a needle associated with this. There is a magnetic field in this region. We have the North Pole and the South Pole of a bar magnet. So the magnetic field, if I show you from, and at the bottom, we have a spring attached. It is a torsional spring. Now what happens is that the magnetic field due to the bar magnet is going something like this. And there's a whole coil here. So whenever a coil is current carrying coil because the circuit is having some battery resistor or something. Current is passing through the galvanometer like this. I in is equal to I out. So current carrying coil in an external magnetic field experiences a torque of NIAB. Are you aware of this formula? How we are getting this
Yes.
torque is equal to NIAB.
So tau equal to m bar cross b bar, m is NIM. That
Very good, you know it. Very nice. So NIAB and counter torque from the spring is K theta, where K is the torsional spring constant. So basically for equilibrium or at equilibrium, when it settles down somewhere, tau equal to tau s. So NIAB equals K theta. So theta equals K by NBA into I. K by NBA is also known as the current sensitivity. Are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to note this down?
Yes, I'll note it down.
Okay. Next, I'm gonna talk about how to convert ammeter to volt, galvanometer to ammeter conversion, basically. So, ammeter, how it forms is you take a galvanometer and connect a shunt resistance in parallel with it, known as RS, shunt resistance. And then that is connected to the rest of the circuit, from where you are getting all the current and all. This current I enters here, IG enters here, and I minus IG exits from here. Resistance of galvanometer RG. You can say that I minus IG into RS is equal to IGRG. This is the equation that will help you solve the problems on ammeter. So
Okay.
galvanometer to voltmeter. I will create an Excel sheet for you later when I wake up. I'll sleep now. In the
Okay.
morning, I will create your lesson plan, send it to your mother. You can also take a look at it on WhatsApp
Yes.
and let me know if you like it.
Okay.
So galvanometer to voltmeter, what happens is that this is the galvanometer. You connect a resistor in series with the galvanometer. So let us suppose that you are trying to measure the voltage across something. Then this is your voltmeter. This guy is your voltmeter. So here, let us suppose there is a potential difference of V that you're trying to measure. It can be a resistor, capacitor, whatever it is. And then you have this rest of the circuit. So let us suppose that some current here goes IG. So what you have to say is V is equal to IGRG plus IGR. And that's actually the defining equation of voltmeter. Now try NCRT 4.27.